What's up, it's Gene Mosley. Hey, I want to talk to you all about a concept that I've coined is to become a valuable success story. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, what is a valuable success story? Now, a valuable success story is a person who has become successful despite the tough opposition in his or her life. It is a person who decides they want to give others hope by reaching back and teaching them the steps that they took to become successful. And that person is a valuable success story because he or she is adding value to the lives of others. Now, some of you all don't know, I grew up in inner city Houston. I grew up in a single parent home because my dad left when I was 11 years old. But let me keep it real with you all. Growing up in the inner city as a black male, you have a better chance of getting killed or going to jail than actually graduate from high school, college, or just becoming successful. Now, I knew that as a young kid, but I was determined to be successful. So I started to focus myself on my education, work hard at basketball, and anything I could get involved in positive so one day I could become successful. Now, what happened in my life, I did become successful. I graduated from high school. I went to college. I earned a master's degree. And when I got successful, I started to realize I want to give back to those who are in the inner city. So what I decided to do is work on my public speaking skills because I knew I had a gift to talk to people. I knew I had the gift to gab. I knew I could connect with people. And so I really focused on honing my craft. And I will never forget when I went to a juvenile detention center and had an opportunity to speak to 100 guys who mostly did not have fathers. And as I was talking to them, I could see the hope in their eyes. They could see somebody who grew up just like them. You see, to them, I was a valuable success story. Why? Because I was giving them hope. But at the end of my talk, I had an opportunity to do a question and answer session. Some of the questions came up. How did you graduate from high school? Some of these guys couldn't even hardly read. Some of these guys was on the verge of dropping out of school. Some of these guys were not on a path to become successful. And when they started asking those questions, I was able to talk to them about all the things that I did that allowed me to become successful. Going to class, getting tutoring, finding mentors. The only reason I was able to talk about these things is because I lived the very life that they was actually struggling with. And because I was willing to go back and share my story, I was a valuable success story to them because I was adding value to those guys' lives. And as some of you are right now, you have a story, but you're not using your story to add value to people's lives because you don't think it has value. Maybe you have overcome some disease. Maybe you came out the hood. Maybe you was a F student and you turned that around and you found a way to become successful. You have tactics, you have skills, you have things that you develop on your journey to success. And whatever those things are, if you find other people who are struggling like you were struggling, if you find other people that you can give hope, you will be a valuable success story to them because you'll be adding value to their lives. So I want to encourage you to become a valuable success story so you can add value to the lives of others.